Okay, we've come to the end of the course, and I just want to leave you with a few final thoughts. I don't know what decisions you get to make. I don't know what problems you get to solve. But I suspect that more often than not, you get to make a choice, or a series of choices, between alternatives that cost a little more and that cost a little less, between an approach that takes a little more time or a little less time, between an alternative that's a little simpler or a little more complicated. And I've found in my own life and in my research that when we move in the direction of speed, thrift, and simplicity, when we choose that alternative that is faster, less expensive, and simpler, we tend to get better results. It doesn't happen all the time, but as a general rule of thumb, as a general guideline, we really are better off moving in the direction of the faster, less expensive, simpler alternative when we have those choices. And more often than not, that's exactly the type of choices we have to make. So I would offer that as a suggestion, as a rule of thumb, as a guideline to consider when you're making decisions that you get to make, when you're solving the problems that you get to solve. When you're faced with a choice between something that's a little faster or a little slower, go with the faster option. When you're faced with the choice between something that costs a little more and something that costs a little less, pick the one that costs a little less. And when you have an opportunity to go simpler or go more complicated, boy, that's an easy one. Go simpler. So I hope this has been a useful class for you. I hope it's been helpful. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I hope you find some useful tools, techniques, practices, ideas that will help you solve good problems, make good decisions, and deliver outstanding results.